Hi, it's Eve from Fast and Feasting Foodie. In this podcast, I'm going to talk about physical activity in the fasted state. Um, well, when I started intermittent fasting, it turned out that actually I started to have more energy to do physical activities, different sorts of physical activities. Why I said actually? Because we are persuaded to believe that it is otherwise. I remember that I was persuaded by fitness experts and fitness nutritionists that I should eat something before a workout, even if I didn't feel like it, even if it was in the morning. So they told me to eat even a small amount of something, but to eat something because otherwise I wouldn't be so energetic. I wouldn't have enough energy to practice. And I did something like this. I followed the advice, but the results were just opposite of what I was promised because I could feel this food in my stomach twisting and turning, trying to get out through my mouth again. And of course, I couldn't concentrate on my physical activity, on my workout because of that. I just tried to move not as much, just to be on the safe side. So the result was just the opposite. And I think that the same useless advice is about eating shortly after the workout. It's definitely better to eat after the workout than before, but don't feel just compelled to eat something because somebody tells you that your glycogen levels in your liver in your liver uh, is just is being depleted um, or has depleted because of the workout. You had to, I think, maybe you would have to run a marathon to accomplish this. So don't listen to such advice that that eating will give you energy. Not eating will give you energy for your physical activity. Not eating, because when you are eating, you've got food in your stomach, food that your body needs digesting, and for digestion the body needs energy, and so you are actually depleted of energy when you digest. The more you digest, the less energy you've got, and I felt it really. So when I stopped listening to such advice, I started having more time and more energy for my practice. And that's why I started practicing more frequently, because I didn't have to think about food so much time, actually all the time. And I didn't have to cancel workouts because I ate something, or I didn't have to postpone workouts because in anticipation for a meal, in anticipation of a meal. So all of this gave me time and opportunities to practice more, and I just grabbed those opportunities. And of course, the quality of the workout improved immensely because because you had more energy, and because you felt better physically without those sensations in your stomach. I felt light during the workout, so I could just move more, do more, practice more, and be more efficient in my practice. So my experience is quite contrary to the advice given by nutritionists and fitness experts about eating before your workout. Some people might say that practicing yoga is not a big deal, that it's just such a stationary exercise. You know, you don't do much doing yoga, so how can you tell if physical activity is actually better for other people who, for example, lift weights? If you lifted cars, that would be something. I don't lift cars, and weightlifting is not my thing, and I think that we should just choose workouts that are our thing. My thing is yoga, and sometimes yoga might be very, very strenuous and aerobic. If you don't believe me, try Ashtanga yoga or power yoga or some Kundalini yoga sets. So I do practice yoga, okay, in the fasted state, and I enjoy it, but I also practice swimming. I swim seasonally in summer when the weather is good and there is a good and there is a proper water reservoir, because I don't feel like swimming in swimming pools. That's not my thing. So whenever I've got good conditions to swim, I swim, sometimes every day if the weather allows. And I swim in deep waters for an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours non-stop, without any fainting, without any weakness, without any tiredness. Of course, I am tired because I swim quite vigorously, but it's some sort of relaxing feeling, or feeling of it's actually a feeling of relaxation. So I think that swimming is the activity that proves that you can do everything in the fasted state if you are a healthy person, if you don't have some blood sugar level issues or other illnesses. And what else I do? Sometimes I walk for quite a long time, like sometimes several hours, a whole day of walking. And actually, generally, I do more physical activities, and the results of this is that I think that my weight loss was due to those activities, that I just started to move more. My body started to move more. So, because I had more opportunities and more energy to do so, and not so many things to do because everything connected with food preparation was just swept away for a time. So I could concentrate on those physical activities, and I contribute this physical activity to my weight loss too. That I just started to move more, and I'm sure that you would feel that way on intermittent fasting, really. Because, for example, in spite of the fact that I love walking, I don't feel like walking after a meal. The same way I don't feel like doing yoga after a meal. Well, try downward facing dog after a meal, or a headstand. Of course, don't try. Physical activity in the fasted state is just more efficient, it's more energetic, and it gives us better results because of what I told you about before. Don't be afraid of physical activity. It won't make you weak because you just didn't. It won't make you just weak because you haven't eaten before. you won't feel lethargic, definitely, because it's just you would feel just the opposite, I'm sure. And of course, provided that you eat the proper amount of calories in your one meal a day or 2 meals, depends what sort of intermittent fasting you choose. So I would encourage you to try doing physical activities in the fasting state, and you'll see the difference. I hope that you find my video interesting. See you next time. Bye.